It's week 14 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Aviators and the Texans on Sunday night.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap. As it'll be the Aviators of Honolulu taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors from Hawaii, they come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in week 14. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. That's tough. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so back-to-back weeks. Maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
So out come the Texans in great starting field position. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately, 1 touchdown pass. They didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 carries, 129 yards, and he threw a touchdown in there for good measure.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown. Houston. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Khalif Raymond now. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But the numbers for Gibbs from last week, 17 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now it's gone. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. Down the left sideline. And touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Aviators are an extra point away from drawing level. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing on third, Goff. And it is caught, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping him on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Goff throwing again. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running back.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a first carry from... Now the ball comes loose. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5, 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Goff now looking to throw. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package.
Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense taking over again. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Second and a couple. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Third down and 1. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Goff on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's gone. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. Another run for Gibbs here. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Goff to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And look like some movement there. Let's get the call. Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal. Back to throw. Goff. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
Great defense there on third and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get him.
And his kick here is good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a... First half, that's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And now out comes Houston. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. He'll look to throw. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. Going up and downfield, he keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Looking to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll try again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. And his kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Now Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Goff. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 10. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again is Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, he booked his way quite a bit in this 1st half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. 2nd down and 8. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Goff now looks to throw. Pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second and long. Steps away. The pressure gets to him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Gets through, and now an opening. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Goff. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. Inside the 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did. And pick 6.
The try here for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's gone. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows it. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. Runs through the contact. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Taking a shot for Dell here. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, where you see the final score there. Dak Prescott leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Pierce will try to pick it up. Able to push his way through. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
A lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Texans first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 13 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going,
I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Goff now to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones. 48 yards. And the Aviators have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Goff looking to throw. It's caught at the 1, and he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he will stop just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains. They'll look to throw again. Gets the dump off to Pierce. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for a round first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Pierce going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over to Chong. 2nd and goal from the 1. Once more, it's Pierce. And this time he is in. Dameon Pierce taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jameer Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they're going to set him shot at the 40-yard line.
Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Got his man down. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Still on his feet. Off to the races. Inside the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. His 6th touchdown on the ground, number 7 overall. And the Aviators use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. That is caught. It's Xavier Hutchinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here in a tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Off-play action. Here's Goff. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Give to Pierce. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Thirty-eight-yard line, 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now back to throw. He's got this one to Hutchinson. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is to having your linebackers set the edge.
Goff. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. Takes it to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. fourth quarter. Down to the... And we've got a one-score game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. He will have the first down. And that is not officially going to end it, but they'll be able to take the clock way down from here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This now a 3rd and 4. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Fourth down to give to Gibbs. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
He'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Completion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Honolulu, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew,